Can you handle the truth? Thursday night. Yeah.
Hey, you guys. You know what today is? Thursday. It's time for what? Can you handle the truth at 8 p.m.? Well, I'll see you there. Hey, listen, I gotta go. I gotta get ready for the show.
Can you handle the truth?
Can you handle the truth? Let's get there. Let's talk about it.
Can you handle the truth? Can you handle the truth? I mean, can you really handle the truth? Can you handle the truth? Can you handle the truth?
Can you handle the truth?
Can you handle the truth? Thursday night.
Thank you for tuning in to Can You Handle the Truth with your host, Jocelyn McGuire.
Well, hello, good people. It's your girl, Jocelyn M. McGuire of Can You Handle the Truth? Listen, I want you guys to like and I want you to share. Then I want you to go to YouTube and subscribe to my channel, baby. All right? Just hit that notification bell. That way you won't listen to another episode of Can You Handle the Truth? Listen, once again, I am Jocelyn McGuire. I specialize in breakthrough counseling, women's ministry, mental health, also trauma in adults as well as in children. I do hold a bachelor's degree in psychology, and I am a certified circle keeper and a licensed evangelist. Listen, my passion is that you'll be able to overcome your issues with the truth. Listen, I want you guys to like and share. Tag someone, get them in here, and tell them, come on in. It's a hot topic for tonight. Come on in, tag someone, and bring them in. All right. Thank you, Jimmy, for joining us on this beautiful evening. I surely do appreciate it. Oh my God. Well, do anybody live in Columbus? Well, this is where I'm broadcasting from Columbus. And it has been freezing cold. The wind has been just like, oh my God, nonstop. I'm like, is there a tornado out there or what? Because the wind has been so high. All right. Oh my God. But I'm trying to stay in and I'm trying to stay warm. All right. Hey, you guys stay in and let's pray and let's give some thought over to the ones that are snowed in and this treacherous weather that is causing a lot of calamity around the world. Oh, well, thank you so much for the compliment. I really do appreciate it. Someone on TikTok was saying, oh, I love your necklace. It's the bomb. Oh, I forget who it's by. But anyway, thank you so much. And they got the earrings to go with it, got the ring to go with it. But thank you guys so much. Listen here. We have got a hot topic tonight, okay? And I kind of reworded it somewhat because I wanted to bring attention to this particular subject, which I feel compelled to talk about. I want to talk about the traditional family, the Black family, the traditional Black family. I am curious in wanting to know what is going on. I also have another subject saying, I am what? I am every woman. And it seems like that has taken on a new perspective in the lives of many Black women nowadays during this particular cultural time that we're living in. And the woman has taken on a dual responsibilities. And what I mean by dual responsibilities is that now the woman is now the sole provider of her family. She's a sole provider. She's the sole protector of herself and her children. She is the one that nurtures her children and tries to take care of herself. Now, being that the woman has taken on such responsibilities by herself, it seems as though, and some may agree, and some of you may not agree, that by having these dual roles, that the woman has become more heartless, more and I hate to use that word heartless, but it seems like the woman is no longer sympathetic or have empathy or compassion. And I'm not saying that this is occurring with all women. By no means am I saying that. But however, it seems as though the female has taken on a dual responsibility and now seems to have more characteristics of a male. Okay, because now we get to the point where we are saying, well, I don't need a man. And this is what it seems like what our society has come to. And they're saying, I don't need a man. I can do it all by myself. I'm doing it by myself. But you know what? It's better to do it with someone else, a male partner, you a female. And I that's the way I feel about it. And what has actually happened to the Black traditional families? It seems as though there has been a deliberate plan to separate the Black families. Now, we can go all the way to slavery times where families were being pulled apart and separated and sold off from each other with no more communication. Children were taken one place and the husbands and was taken another place, and the wife was sold to someone else. So to me, this is the real beginning of the separation of the Black family. And it seems to be something that has carried on, even though we have like our generation before us, our grandparents and great grandparents, as to where you found that there is the traditional Black family, as to where you have the mother, you have the father, you have the children, and everyone has their own personal role to play. During those times back then, the family structure went something like this. The father would work, the mother would stay home and raise the children. All right. This is traditional. Then later on, the mother went to work and the father's working. And so we got two parents now sharing a responsibility of the finances. All right. So that's another traditional role. Well, then later on, I believe it was like in the 60s or the 70s, when the government had plan. And I believe this was not a plan for beneficial for the Black family. But however, I look at it as a larger scale of separating, a larger scale of no unity in the Black families. All right, this is the viewpoint I get, that this was an elaborate plan to break down the structure of the Black family. This was a diabolical plan to separate the Black families, to come in and to break down the unity, the structure, the tradition. Well, everything that sounds good and everything that may look good and everything you think that it will be beneficial for you. However, everything that looks good, it looks like it might be beneficial. And it looks like for right now, oh wow, this is a great solution for right now. But however, we must always look at the broader picture of what is actually going on with this particular plan. Now, the plan that I'm talking and referring to is the plan of housing. Mm-hmm. Government housing, HUD housing. And this is a program that was developed and for the families, right? But however, there were stipulations and restrictions in order to occupy such a domain. Then you would have to follow the rules. There were guidelines set into place. Think about it. excuse me, guidelines set into place so that you can have this housing, affordable housing, and we, the government, this is what we're going to do for you, mothers with the children. And this is what we're going to do. Now, we're going to what? We're going to give you subsidized housing. We're going to give you monies for that, okay? Also, we're going to give you health care, all right? Now, who doesn't want health care, all right? And who doesn't want a check? Also, we're offering to you food stamps. Yes, you single mothers, we're going to take care of you. But there is one rule. You must not have a male living with you. You have to occupy this house that we're giving you for only you and your children. For you and your children. And we don't want any male to have any type of residency there. If you do so, you break these rules, then we are going to have to take you off the program. Now, we do have a message here from how you doing? How are you doing? All right, Marissa, thank you for joining. Marissa has a statement here, and let me read it to you guys. She says the family structure and traditional changed a long time ago. Absolutely. These times are all given a platform now. Everything is not what you see. Social media influences all, okay? A lot of those that are suffering. Women have always been frustrated with having to hold everything together. The difference is everyone can see it and speak their opinion about it. Absolutely, I agree with you. I agree with you. And with that social media, since you hit on that, to me, since you hit on that, and I am well, good. Since you hit on that about the social media, social media is a great influencer to those that view it, okay? And it will show negative things towards the male. Yes, it will give you negative ideals against the male. It will have you thinking that all females are raising their children by themselves. It will have you thinking that because of the influence that it gives, the viewpoint that it gives. And then when it's given that, then people automatically seem to what? They seem to believe it all. But there are families out there that are together. But however, my point is this, is that what has happened to the traditional family. Because, when I look around, and I'm not talking about social media, but I'm talking about personally, people I know that are by themselves, raising their children by themselves, and taking on a whole new attitude towards the male. And that's basically what I am saying. And I'm saying this, that a lot of things start off looking good. And some things start off looking good. It sounds good. It looks good. Let's do this. The offer is endless. Let's do this. But people, just because it looks good and it sounds good, it don't mean it's all good. Look at the bigger picture. Look at the bigger picture. Now, the reason why I say I know people personally. However, I'm seeing more of families not being together. And I'm not going to say it all surrounds subsidized housing, but in our society today, it is a like the thing of a woman not being dependent upon a man. That seems to be the thing. It seems to be that the woman is more she's showing more attitude as a male. I never seen such disrespect of the male from females. It seems to be the thing. I don't know why that is. Like you said, about social media is a great influencer that will have you thinking that, hey, I don't need no man. I can do it all by myself. And maybe you can. And I'm not saying anything is wrong with that. But what I'm saying is this. To a point in your life, don't you think that it's best? It's better to be with someone that you can share these responsibilities together in raising the children, because they always say in psychology that the children needs both parents, all right? Need both parents to raise the child. And I have heard that women and men, some are not taking on their responsibility of being the parent, playing that role. And our society has went far left. It really has. Our society has went far left as to where the children are out of hand. The parents, some are not able to get a grasp of their children and the things that they are doing on social media. Also, we will find that there's the unity, the structure, the rules have all gone out the window. Just think about it. It has all gone out the window. You hear of so many children that are in what we call the system. That the system is the government, which is has these different avenues as to where your children are being raised in a facility or in foster care or in some type of group home or something of that nature. And the family structure has been torn down, has been torn down. The traditional family has been torn down because now we have parents that don't want to be parents, or we have parents that are scornfully talking against the other parent. So here we have this major thing happening in our society today. What do we do with this? What's next? What's coming down the pipeline next? What is happening next? Our country has lost its moral, and I'm going to say it, moral compass. I mean, what goes up, what comes up, comes out. What you want to do, you do your thing, and there seems to be a loss of value in the family. And I'm just a believer. I'm just a believer that things can work out better with two. I'm just saying that if you got the right person, and I'm not just saying that you're with someone and they are beating on you, domestic violence. Yeah. I'm not saying that. I'm not saying be with a person who comes in the home and causes destruction. By all means, I am not saying that. I am not saying be with a person in the home with the children that doing drugs, selling drugs, or alcoholic, drug addict, who brings no structure, who has no structure. This person is dangerous to raise a billy goat. Okay? This person is dangerous to raise a billy goat. Now, I know it's a beautiful thing to have both parents, but sometimes it just don't work like that. It just don't work like that. Somebody said, well, I'd rather their dad be in their lives and be with us. But what are you teaching your children? I mean, when your man is going whoop, whoop, whoop upside your head, what are you actually teaching your children? Oh, they got both parents in the home, and it's not a beautiful thing. When he is being destructive, what is this behavior, may I add, is teaching your children. It's going to, for one, when you stay in that type of relationship, that domestic violence relationship, and you staying with someone who is a drug addict, who steals from his own family, or she steals from her own family, because it can go both ways, and y'all already know it can go both ways. Okay. All right. We have Tina, and she says God's marriage plan versus mankind marriage plan. Yeah, because if it's God's plan, then it's a good plan. But if it's mankind plan, then it can go all kind of wacky ways. Actually can. Thank you, Tina. Now, like I said, what are you teaching your children? What are you teaching your children? All right. Hello, Stacy. Thanks for joining in. She said, amen. Yeah, thanks for joining in. So what are you teaching your child? I'm going to tell you what you're teaching your child. You're teaching your beautiful daughters. You're teaching them that it's okay for your man to whoop upside your head every now and then to get you straightened out. The devil is a lie. Come on, you know he's a liar. Come on, you don't want to teach your daughters and your sons that it is acceptable to be beaten up on. We don't want that. Don't do that, because all it causes is generation after generation doing the same thing. And this is what we would call a generational curse. Well, my dad beat my mom, so now you got the son beating his woman. Well, my dad always beat on my mom. My mom never went nowhere. Now you got this daughter staying in a marriage getting beat up, black and a blue eye. Okay. Jimmy says here, this is what he says. He says this: we as Black people have lost the family structure. We as Black people have lost the family structure. Maybe we have to go back to what Tina was saying. That is what God's marriage plan versus mankind's marriage plan. That never looks good. Amen. Thanks, Stacy. Said, tell the truth and expose the devil, y'all. Because no, he needs to be exposed, because he got people the people are so discombobulated in their thinking that what they think is the right thing. But however, it is the most destructive thing. Yes, that's right. Generational curses. I mean, these behaviors, these are things that are learned. It's a learned behavior. A learned behavior. Listen, guys, like and share, and make sure you go over to YouTube and press that notification bell, baby. That way you'll never miss another episode of what? Can you handle the truth? All right? Tag somebody. Tell them to get on in here. Tell them to come on in. But you know what? This is a conversation that a lot of people don't like to have, because we as a people have become so separated. There seems to be no unity. at all. And there's no unity. And the minute someone expressed to you about yourself, or talking in general about certain things, then you become offended. You become seriously offended. All right, because you don't want to hear. You don't want to comply. And you know, the word says no. You don't have a sound mind. Your mind ain't sound. You double-minded. You don't know what you want. You don't know if you're coming, going sideways, or the wide way, or the short way, or the long way. You don't know what's going on because you're double-minded, and you thinking that because you can do these different things that it's okay. It's okay. It's okay. It's okay. It's okay. I'm not hurting anyone. But yes, you're hurting yourself. You're hurting your children. You're hurting your family. So we got to start thinking about how can we get back? How can we get back to where we belong? Like, how can we do that? Anyone knows. Okay, she said, that's real talk. We need self-love first. Absolutely. We need self-love. Self-love. And you know what, Stacy? And that is so beautiful to say. And it sounds like it's an easy thing to say and to do. However, a lot of people don't know how to love themselves. But she's saying this. That's real talk. We need self-love first. You accept any kind of love you don't love you. When you don't love yourself, you will accept any type of love that you think what love may be. Just because he holler at you and tell you got a good figure and he calls you 24/7, that is not love. All right. That's a prison guard, okay? Trying to keep track of you. That is not love. Jimmy says, we have to come away. We have come away from God. Yes, a lot of people have stepped back away from God. And I believe that, like Marissa was saying when she was saying about that social media. Social media plays such a big role with individuals' belief. With their beliefs, because we are all knowing now at the tip of a finger. Almost everything, and when you read it, you believe it. I don't know why. I mean, Jimmy says we follow the world. Back to Marissa. Social media is an influencer over the people's thoughts, over their beliefs. It's an influencer. Social media is like it comes over from the network of everything, and it comes through the airways and the TV and the radio and the videos, and people are expressing themselves, because now, guess what? They have what we call a what? Platform. They have a platform. So now you have these people with these platforms, and some of them are very influential people. They can influence a flea to believe he can swim in water. All right? I'm just saying. Stacy says, she says this: God is that love we definitely need. We definitely need his love is the ultimate. Absolutely. Once you experience God's love, then you will come to what? To love yourself. I mean, that doesn't sound like it's very strange. No, once you learn of God and you have this relationship and you find, oh, God is love, Jesus is love, then you know what? And you become saved, born again, and you come to love yourself. You know, if you say for real, because I know some folks that say they save and don't love nobody. I'm just saying that's a whole nother subject. That's a whole nother subject right there. I'm just saying. Jimmy says that divorce has become easy. Absolutely. All you need is a few bucks, a few dollars, sign some documents, wait what? 30 days, 90 days, wherever the case may be. It has become easy to get a divorce. It's easy. We just go and we're just going to what? Spend this money on lawyers or whatever, and I'm going to get rid of you forever. You know, listen, I already know. You know, I already been down there. I've been down that avenue before. I done been married, divorced, married, divorced, married, divorced. All right. And the thing about it is, I believe with this marriage and divorce, that what happens is that we choose people ourselves instead of allowing God to choose for us or send someone into our lives. And then when someone comes to your life and you know that it may not be easy, but however, there can be compromises. You know, there can be small compromises that you can agree upon to know this person, to love this person. And the thing about it is, if you got two people, and I was reading this, and it's about peace. You got two people that honor peace, believe in peace, would not have their peace interrupted or disturbed, then these individuals should get along pretty good. I mean, I would think, because we're going to come to a point where we're not going to yell at each other. We're not going to call each other out their name, but we're going to come to a what? To an understanding, okay? To an understanding. All right, Jimmy, thank you. We're going to come to an understanding that since we have peace, then let's talk. Let's talk in peace. That's the thing, another thing that has came in, been twisted around when you want to compromise, you know. And I'm not saying compromise your fullness or compromise your beliefs. But there's the point is where, you know, the toilet paper, I'm just going to go simple. I'm just going to go simple. That's it. Where the toilet paper, you like it coming over, but your spouse like it coming under. Now, is that enough to start a war? Is that enough to start a war? But some people would. Okay. Stacy says this. She said, unequally yoked couples might as well prepare for a roller coaster ride. Oh my God. I agree with you. She said, it doesn't work. Never like oil and water. It don't mix. Absolutely right. It don't mix. But you will find people that will try to mix this oil. Where are you? Oh, okay. You'll find this mix of people with this oil and water that don't mix, that are unequally yoked, that are causing suffering with each other. You'll find that. Tina, thank you, Tina. Tina says this. She said, that's important of dating with a purpose before marriage. Dating with a purpose. Dating. Now, I heard people say this. I date around. I date around. Well, what you mean you date around? What that mean? I mean, if you're dating around, then it sounds like you're having sex with everybody you dating. And you have no full purpose in settling down. But you throw out that lie, when I find the right one. Come on. Hello, Vanessa. Good to see you. I hope you're doing well. Your husband is well. Hope he's doing well also. She says, amen. You know, hey, listen, it is what it is. All right. It is what it is. It is what it is. I don't want to date I don't want to date. I don't want to date this one and that one. And maybe this one got more than he got. Or maybe this one is coming up. You know, I don't want to date on the basis of what you potentially may have. I don't want to date on the basis of what you are driving. I don't want to date on the basis of your job status or what you're doing, where you work at. Oh, okay, Vanessa. I'm thank you. I'm so glad you guys are doing much better. Wonderful. Glad to hear that. I don't want to date different people because I think one person is gonna raise up before the other one. You know what I'm saying? I don't want to do that. I don't want to do that. Okay, Vanessa. Oh yes, absolutely, Vanessa. Vanessa said they better pray first. Get directions from God. Pray first. Get directions from God. Absolutely. But you know what? A lot of people, as one of our audience was saying, that have gotten away from God. I believe that was Jimmy. Have gotten away from God. Period. have gotten away from him. And so now we have people that are what? That are not seeking God. And what they're doing, they're seeking tarot cards. They're seeking a reader. That's who they're seeking nowadays in the world. Okay, that's what they're seeking instead of seeking after God. God, is this the one? Is Lord? This is what I want. And I have a prayer. Lord, this is what I want. But you know what? God knows best what you need. He knows best. And then now this is something, when he shows you that person, and this is something you've been praying about, and I'm going to talk about it some more, something you've been praying about, then God showed you, then you don't want to believe it. Yeah, I said it. Off of being lonely. Yeah, Vanessa, right. Off of being lonely. So when you're lonely, you accept anything. When you're lonely, you accept anything. But when you pray and you ask God for your significant other, that your spouse, the person you want to be with, the person that will help you, you can help them. This type person, loving person, understanding person. But when you are presented with that, you don't want to believe it. You start having all sorts of doubt. But it's what you prayed for. I'm just saying. It's what you prayed for, but you start having doubts. Wow. You start having doubts. But you prayed. I mean, at least that's what you said. I'm just saying. If you're going to pray for it, believe it. That's all I'm saying. That's all I'm saying. You're going to pray for it, believe it. If you're not going to believe it, then don't pray. That's the way I feel about it, But, however, that's a whole nother subject. Guys, I'll be coming on here giving an inspirational short word, no more than 10, 15, maybe 20 minutes at the most, on Friday around about 7:00. All right. I'm just going to give some nuggets just to encourage you. And that's going to be also, it's going to be on this particular platform, except the platform is called Speak Life and Live Ministries with your very own girl, me. And we're going to speak positive things into people's lives to draw people back to a mind of Christ, that they don't have to worry. They have to worry. Some worry is good because it makes you move and do what you need to do. But excessive worrying is not of God. You cannot have excessive worrying. All right. You cannot have that. Hey, guys, guess what? It's almost that time. And I tell you what, thank you guys for coming on, sharing your opinion. Believe me, your opinions and your thoughts are very important to us, because you know what? We can help each other, because there's something you may have said that can help someone else, and something that you may have said that can spark a thought of change in someone's life, right? A change in someone's life. Well, we about to end on TikTok because it's telling me my timing is just about up like it is now, just about up. But tell you what, be blessed. Oh, Tina, you're welcome. And thank you so much for joining in with your comments. Like I said, it was everyone's comments help someone else. And this is what we're here for. Okay. I'm not claiming I know it all. I'm pretty smart, but I'm not going to say I know it all. But I invite your thoughts and your opinions because guess what? We as a people can what? We can help each other. We can help each other. There have been so many beautiful points tonight that are nuggets. And I appreciate it. I'm just going to let you guys know it. You guys have dropped some nuggets that's going to help someone else. And listen, people on the replay, you don't listen now and you replay it later. Listen, take note. Take note because these are nuggets. All right. All right. Thank you, Vanessa. You be blessed too. Listen, have a wonderful weekend. All right. Have a safe weekend. Oh, but most of all, guess what? Have a blessed weekend. All right. Listen, I love you, as I always say. I love you, but guess what? God loves you what? He loves you best. And also, this is what I want you guys to do. If you're blessed, be a blessing. What's wrong with that? You blessed, be a blessing. Be a blessing to someone. All right. Give someone a smile. Ask someone, how are you doing? Say to them, I'm glad to see you today. This give a refreshing, encouraging word to someone. Tell someone thank you. Thank you. I'm glad to see you. I love you. Give them a hug. Some people need a hug, especially during this particular season that we have the traditional holidays that people are under a lot of stress for no need. Okay, you don't have to be under a lot of stress because of the holidays, because of tradition, and people are stressing themselves out. But encourage someone today. Just because you don't have the money or the funds or the ways or the means to celebrate Christmas, guess what, honey? Christmas is every day. If I want to give you something, I'm giving it out of love. I should give it out of love and not out of distress. Give it out of love and not out of distress. Am I right about it? I know I'm right about it. But like I said, hey, Deshaun, God bless you. Listen, be a blessing. You bless, be a blessing. Encourage someone. It will be all right. Don't let people stress out because this season is the highest rate of suicide during this particular season because people feel so stressed. But join me tomorrow night on Speak Life and Live Ministries, all right? 7 p.m. I am going to bring an encouraging word that's going to be uplifting and it should sustain you, all right? God bless. And like I said, be a blessing. Let's leave out on what? Let's leave out on some music here in our background. Let's see, can we find something? All right. Now you don't want that music, right? Let's try this right here. I'm trying to be professional, right? Every now and then, the girl kind of loses it. I love you, but most of all, God loves you best. Please come back tomorrow night, 7 p.m. All right? At 7 p.m. Come back tomorrow night at 7 p.m. and join in the conversation. Join in the conversation. All right? Be blessed and be a blessing. All right. I don't know what happened to our music, guys, but guess what? I guess we don't need it, do we? Okay, we got one more. One more. All right. All right. All right. All right. All right, Vanessa. Thank you so much. Love you, love you, love you. Love you all. And like I said, encourage somebody. Give them a hug. Tell them you love them. You may be saving a life. Okay? See you guys tomorrow, 7 p.m. Don't forget.